Hello, welcome to Aware and Care, your weekly medical program from an Ayurvedic perspective with Dr. Ambika Nair, who's the Chief Consultant and Co-founder at Shantigram Group of Companies. They also do virtual consultation across the globe. Thank you for your immense feedback, subscribing to the channel and also liking and sharing. Week after week, we bring some home remedies as well as remedies which are required from Ayurvedic perspective and various levels also with Dr. Nair. For that, we need to first welcome her. Namaskaram, Dr. Nair.
Namaskaram.
Dr. Nair, thank you for all the episodes that we have been doing here on Aware and Care, home remedies to extreme remedies to precautions and suggestions that are given by you. Today, we will also understand another aspect of health, which one of our viewer has sent to us. But before that, we want to understand once again, just a small recap about what exactly is Ayurveda and what are the body types we often talk about. After that, we will go to the problem and concern of our viewer.
Okay, that's very, very good. Okay, it's an old, like ancient science.
Mm-hmm.
So, like even before allopathy, everything, Ayurveda only used to do even surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
So this is actually, like a Vata, Pitta, Kapha.
Right. Yeah.
Kapha means earth, sand and water.
Mm-hmm.
Pitta is fire. That is your confidence, your digestion, your, like ambition, everything lies in that. Okay, Vata means air.
Mm-hmm.
Either you cannot see it, but you cannot hold it because your mind always runs, moving pain in the body, like acid reflux, everything is related with Vata.
Okay.
Yeah, some days you cannot sleep, your mind is running, this all Vata. So you should always have a balanced, system so that you don't fall sick. But it's very difficult in this situation because you travel, you do here, there, eat from outside, everything, But one thing you can always do if you know your, like your, like a Prakriti,
Mm-hmm.
what is your, like whether you're Kapha, Pitta, or anything like that in your constitution, then you will be able to understand where you have gone wrong.
Oh, okay.
That's why people are more interested in Ayurveda these days.
Okay. So that was the basic about understanding why all these health
Yes.
problems are. If there's an imbalance in any of those three compositions, and that's when you get more discomfort. So today's discomfort that we're going to talk about is, I think, something very food related also.
Okay.
That is gastritis, belching, burning in the stomach, blood in the stool or vomit, and nausea and all those things. And I also had questions about acid reflux. So I'm not sure whether both of these questions are same or they're different. Today, we'll just pick one of them. What do you say?
So gastritis will go.
Okay, we'll go with gastritis. Okay. So
Yeah.
what exactly and how do you define gastritis? Because the first impression is that somebody who passes more gas.
No, that's not like that actually.
It's not like that, yeah.
Because that is better for them actually.
Mm-hmm.
Like gastritis, see, everybody will have a little bit of indigestive food and a little gas formation. But if it is like a repeatedly coming, then you have to have a concern for that. Any burning sensation, chest burn, some people will tell you, oh, I can't eat anything because everything is accumulated here. Chest burn is there. Acid belching, like, like a burping is there. Some days, like a peptic ulcer disorder also, like you get like a painful stomach ache, So in like moving pain, bloated abdomen. So this all called, in Ayurveda, we call it as Amla Pitta.
Uh-huh.
So whatever you are eating, it should be digested and assimilated in the proper way. But if it is not happening, then only all these, like issues comes, and if we have to check what you eat, where you eat, why you have to eat very heavy food. That I'll come to that.
Okay. So once again, let's just also understand one more time, because you mentioned about certain symptoms. So all these symptoms are related to gastritis, or it could also lead to other problems also?
No. It can be related to other. See, if it is repeatedly coming.
Okay.
Okay. So sometimes when it comes and it goes, you take one, like any, like some tablets or anything like that. People tell, oh, I'm taking all these things for a long time, antacids and all. See, like then, like 5 years, 15 years, 20 years, people come to us like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So when you said pain, you said the pain is shifting. So sometimes the pain is towards the chest or sometimes in the stomach. So where exactly is this pain? Usually this is a stomach related issue, or is it a gas related issue?
Gas related issue, but we had to find out whether it is related with the blood pressure or anything like that. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And what age groups are these people are affected? In the
Any
base?
age, even nowadays, very small children are affected with this.
So
Very
this
young children also come with acid reflux. So this is all related with gas, acid.
okay.
Yeah.
And so this is completely different from colic disease with small children which have.
Yeah, that is different actually. If their bowel movements are not good and all.
Okay. So today
Yeah.
we're going to talk about gastritis, and we just understood what the symptoms of gastritis are. I mean, and doctor just mentioned that any age group is affected. Now, when it comes to children, I'm sure we do not understand what the cause is and what the discomfort is, because when a child is crying, we're thinking ear pain, leg pain, hand pain, but we never realize it could also be gastritis. So what are the ways to find out somebody has gastritis? Apart from the symptoms, what is the first sign that you usually talk to your patients about and say, you know what, you should have checked about this first thing?
Some people will have so many times they go for the bowel movements. Some people will have, ineffectual way of bowel movements. They don't feel that they have emptied their bowel properly. Nauseated feeling just after eating the food. That is also there, vomiting will be there, bloating, fullness of abdomen even after eating very little food, loss of appetite, feeling as if stomach is full with a very little, anything little bit also they will feel it like that. Belching will be there, sore belching. Sometimes they will have so much of burning sensation.
Okay.
They will. Some people will come and tell, oh my God, my stomach is like with a fire. I can't do anything. That fire in the stomach, because they cannot, anything they eat also, even sometimes when they drink water also, it will be like that.
Wow. Okay.
Okay. So that has to be, understood and taken care of that. And sometimes, because they will tell, a pricking in the whole body, severe burning sensation with thirst. They feel like drinking a lot of water. Mouth ulcer will be there. You can see especially they will tell, my legs are so tired with this belching of the gas. Okay, this is seen actually. Numbness. Some people will have little backache. All these things can happen really.
Wow.
And certain cases we have seen very bad constipation also.
So I think I have many questions coming up now, thinking
No
about that. This gastritis, is it always food related or is it a body type also? If it is food related, we will take it in the next question.
Yeah, that is actually, because anxiety is also one of the things, loss of sleep, then they cannot even mood swinging will be there. Any, even they cannot concentrate sometimes. Because when anybody has all those things, how they will concentrate?
So this is when you said anxiety. So I think each factors build into the other, and sometime in between we do not know what the actual causes. But that's when the doctors come in and help you to understand what the problem is and where it all started. Now, Dr. Nair, when you talk about if it's food related, certain foods aggravate this problem. But before we go to that, what kind of body type usually most people who have gastritis are, come to? Is it pitta or?
I have seen everybody with, even pitta will be there. All the three doshas can happen. Yeah. Okay. But mostly I've seen in, kapha people also. If the pitta people too much, they are too ambitious, their mind is never at resting. They complain of so much of, this acid reflux and all those things actually.
So in gastritis, when you said that the bowel movement is not complete or the feeling is still there that, they want to go again. So does this person also gain weight or lose weight in this particular?
They lose weight actually when they cannot eat. So their vada will be aggravated, that they will have a lot of fear also. What will happen? They are fear of eating actually. That I have seen. Oh, I can't eat anything because, I will have this nausea or I will vomit or anything like that actually.
So feeling full and feeling heavy, both are different things. Full is basically you feel that you're not more hungry, but is your body feeling constantly heavy with all that gas formation and other discomfort?
That will be different actually. Yeah, that is different actually. If they may not be sleeping properly or any other problem, can happen like that.
So friends, today we're talking about gastritis. I do understand that, when we're talking about it, so many questions come to our mind. We're not sure which one is related to the one, but Dr. Nair is always kind enough to answer all my questions in whatever form they come. So Dr. Nair, the first impression for anybody who has this discomfort after eating food or just having a little bit of anything, the first suggestion which comes is walk a little, let the gas come out. And that's the only remedy we always try to use from, grandma's remedies.
Yeah, that is all okay. But some people, when they get a burning sensation of heat or something, that they get into panic attacks.
Panic attacks also. Okay.
Yeah.
So we're talking about extreme condition of gastritis where the discomfort is to a level that you need a doctor's intervention and you need medications to take care of it. So today we are at the footsteps of Shantigram, and shantigram.com is the website. So today we're going to ask Dr. Nair how to treat this problem of gastritis. Is it a chronic problem, or is it comes in phases for some people, or it comes?
That we have, like when they fail with other, other systems, only they think of coming to Ayurveda.
Mm-hmm.
So we can, if we can take care of them if they really listen.
Mm-hmm.
How much the patient will listen, because not only the doctor we can take care, they have to also have the thought process that they should not eat certain things.
Right.
Some people, you just tell them, oh, I cannot eat that, I cannot eat that, as if we are doing some mistakes, so they will talk like that. But we make them understand that is, like after the consultation,
absolutely,
what virutahar, what they are eating, like whether they are eating any polluted food, any sour substances, all, like that, we make them understand.
Yeah. Dr. Nair, a little going off topic, but I definitely want to ask this question. Most of the people, in my understanding, my observation has been that people, when they approach an Ayurvedic form of remedy, they always come with a lot of anger and frustration in them. Frustration is definitely understandable because of the discomfort the body has gone through. But, when a doctor gives you home remedies like, okay, drink this juice or just, walk a little or sleep a little, they feel, how can that be a remedy? But many a times that is what this treatment is all about, that they are natural forms to treat it. Right, doctor?
Yeah, that is right. But in Ayurveda, the mind also, mind is also, like one of the aspects how they are suffering. So we treat in totality, not only symptomatic, why it happened. That's why, like when the patient comes to Shantigram or any other Ayurvedic doctor, we do the pulse analysis and see that where they went wrong.
Right.
Okay, so then we, suggest everything to make them better.
Friends, you bring your symptoms along with you, bring your medical reports about it. Doctor does not pay too much attention towards that, but she definitely wants you to come with patience, and then she pays attention to you completely, because patience is the first requirement to be treated at any doctor's office. So Dr. Nair, gastritis is curable, treatable, or manageable?
It is curable unless it is very chronic and, people will have patience.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, then it can be taken care actually.
So what kind of treatment procedures are used at Shantigram for somebody with gastritis? Is
actually, we give them the medicated ghee preparations, so that we induce emesis actually. So all the sore things, all the toxins will come out. Yeah, then, we take care of them.
Okay, so Panchakarma and other
Panchakarma is also, this is also one of the Panchakarma, but we give them this at home only.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Dr. Nair, when there is always a myth, and despite having so many programs talking about it, yes, there are new viewers who are joining us. They say Panchakarma is what is Panchakarma? Is it just a massage? I can get it from
No. People ask me. People here think that it is only Shirodhara. Panchakarma means 5 ways to detoxify the body, regenerate your body, balance you properly. Then only things will change actually.
Yes, yeah. And the oils and the medications.
And because in this, pitta is aggravated pitta, so all measures are undertaken to pacify the pitta. Otherwise, because no medicine will, work, because all the irritation in the intestinal rugae, it will be continuing. Patient will be suffering.
Okay. So how do you calm a person who has gastritis?
Then, after this, we will give them Shirodhara also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you start giving
and
this
Rasayana Kriyas are given, Abhyangam is given to pacify them. It's all according to the disease actually, according to the way they are suffering.
Okay. Any form of treatment for gastritis, is it a weekly program or depending on the body, if somebody has
depending upon the case actually. Sometimes 1 week, sometimes 2 weeks, sometimes 3 weeks.
Okay. And one very important question which comes up is like, these are weekly treatments, or, if you have to come to the clinic, we are all working and people with different lifestyles. We have to take time out for our body. So are you open on weekends also?
Weekends we are open, but not on Sundays actually. Yeah.
Okay. Now coming to the other part of the treatment, apart from going to Shantigram, what are the kind of foods that we need to avoid if we have gastritis?
See, eating pizza. And,
Okay.
like drink a lot of, after eating all those things, we will go for, like a heavy, like a Coca-Cola or Coca-Cola or whatever it is, aerated water.
Uh-huh.
And, big glass of juice.
Mhm.
So, like even anything like that, like even too much of, see, I'm not telling pizza is bad. Some days it is okay. But, what you take along with that, if it is not digesting, you should not take that actually. Okay.
Mhm.
Then, like too much of spicy food, especially when we talk to the people from Andhra, they will never agree with that.
Mhm.
No, we cannot forgive our
Mhm.
spice. Okay, so,
Mhm.
too much of spice, then too much of non-veg eating with so much of
Okay.
spice, untimely eating. If you are eating, like before the digestion of the previous food, that also causes everything like that. And too much of spoiled,
Dr.
we don't know what oil they are using, when we, buy food from outside. People will be angry with me, but, but I have to tell that. Okay, so
Yeah.
eating from outside also, you have to be very careful. You have to be very precise in what you order.
Now, with the new fab of different types of diets coming into the world, and I'm sure we are not endorsing that in this program. It's to each their own. But these kind of strict dieting schedules or fast methods of losing weight, does it also aggravate gastritis?
So many people will come like that.
Okay, can you please?
Yeah, because actually, like it, like they will, it's not a good thing to talk, but we get a lot of clientele like that, because after weight loss programs and all, they have a lot of gastritis. They cannot sleep, losing their, like a body, like a skin texture and everything, So we get like that.
And like I just mentioned, there are different types of diets and diet styles which people are using these days to lose weight and maintain their body. But they come with a return gifts in the form of gastritis or any other problem like body aches or feet pain. Now, doctor, there is also something called some of us traditionally also do water liquid diet for a few days, then hard solid food for a few days, and that kind of difference also in the body could create some problems.
It all, like see, fasting.
Uh-huh.
When you are having all these issues, like even peptic ulcer, people fast and then they fall sick. So, too much of, like fasting, untimely eating, you should eat in the right time. It should be like a biological clock, So we tell them, like please avoid fasting if you cannot take care of yourself.
Okay.
And too much of heat, exposing to heat and, like sunlight, like because sunlight will increases the pitta. And the gas, then the gastritis will be more, So avoid a direct exposure to sunlight as much as you can. You can use an umbrella, you can use a hat, cap, or whatever it is, using sunglasses. Everything is very good for that.
This is a very interesting point. I never realized that sun's rays could create certain problems in this way in your digestion also. So, doctor, now what about whenever this feeling comes and we always try to take home remedies like buttermilk or ajwain water or cumin seeds water. What kind of
cumin water is very good actually. In Kerala, South India, we always take that jeera water, cumin seeds. Like that is very good actually. Yeah.
And the first instinct is to take up an antacid or anything over the counter and to give the first remedy or first relief for it. Now let's talk about certain foods that will help you to ease this discomfort apart from getting medical attention towards it.
First of all, you can take like a cold milk when you have this. And some people, like there will be imbalance, like they feel like vomiting when you take that. That is actually that all the toxins are coming out. Nothing to worry with that actually. So like avoid chili.
One second.
Like avoid chili, when you are eating like that, because too much of chili is not good actually.
Okay. When you say cold milk, it is not raw milk.
Raw milk also can be used. Actually, use little bit of sugar in that. Actually, that will really help a lot.
Okay. Okay. Please continue and avoid chilies. And what about yogurt and fruit juices or any kind of citric juices? Does it help in reducing or aggravates?
Like juices are okay, but like citric juices sometimes it will, like lime water is okay.
Lime water is okay.
Lime, that is very good actually. And when like so sometimes this can be like like drug induced also, this gastritis.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, so many, so many other drugs what we are using, sometimes it happens like that. While taking any medication, you should drink a lot of water actually.
And gastritis does affect the sleep also, right?
Yeah, because you are very anxious, you are very restless, then you will not sleep actually. That is, get into panic attacks, early mornings and all.
You did mention that the person with gastritis feels full or heavy. So does that person also feel hungry? Because, hunger is different.
Some people will not feel hungry, but there will be some, they will feel so thirsty. So they feel like drinking a lot of water.
Doctor, when we talk about the symptoms and we go through the little journey of what any health condition is, suddenly there are so many people who come to your mind and you realize, oh, this particular discomfort this person is having is possibly could be this. And
now we can diagnose.
Yes. And this is a chance for all our viewers to share, like, and subscribe to the channel, because that helps to create more awareness. And any kind of health problem is not an embarrassing thing. It is your comfort level which is important. So speak to your doctor openly about any health conditions, any exercise routine, or any other home remedies that you want to suggest to our viewers who are suffering.
Yeah, home remedies I'll tell you, because avoid eating so much of, heavy food, especially at night. Bitter vegetables are very good. Asparagus, Indian, all our Indian vegetables are very good for that. And, asafoetida is very nice. You can always see, even though it will not be a good taste, it is used in many, in our Indian dishes. Very good for the stomach also. Cumin seeds improves digestion. That is also coriander water. That is a very nice coolant. Ghee calms the pitta. So we always give, we have so many preparations. Our amla is all very nice actually. Ash gourd is very nice. You can cook with ash gourd, that's very nice.
Okay.
Yeah. So honey is very good.
Honey
it pacifies.
And you just mentioned about cumin water, and you said in Kerala most people usually have this in the house. So
for digestion.
So they boil this cumin, or they just
they like a half teaspoon of the cumin seeds, with at least 2 liters of water. So that's very nice after the food,
So we can just fill it up and boil it, keep.
Yeah, you can just boil. When it boils, you can just put it off, and it's very nice actually.
Okay, so all these home remedies and simple solutions from your kitchen, from your bedroom, and from all your backyards is possible. And if the condition is a little extreme, please do not try any of the home remedies just like that. Consult your doctor first, and after that, Dr. Anil just leaves you free, and she says just follow what has been told, eat properly, sleep properly, and be happy and relaxed. And most of the problems get wiped out. And anxiety being one of the very important factors here, which could
aggravate hyperacidity, acidity actually, fear. When you get it continuously, that fear, they will be afraid also, something will go wrong. So their confidence comes down a lot. So they won't be able to focus properly. I've seen that so many cases like that actually.
Now, let's also just quickly touch base on senior citizens who have gastritis. Their discomforts are completely different, because I think the anger also comes in, because the foods that they use.
That is frustration, because when they are helpless, to do all those things, that's a depression. Vata dominated, because they will never sleep, their pitta will be very low, especially for the digestion. So this all happens, so taking care of them is more important nowadays.
Okay, so gastritis is definitely curable, and of course there are home remedies.
It is curable, yeah.
And if not any discomfort, send your patient to the doctor. The doctor will definitely consultation.
Yeah, then hemorrhoids can happen so many times, fissure, associated ailments are too many.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nair, for today's episode on gastritis. It seemed very, very simple and easy, but when you talk about the discomforts, they are in plenty. And it also, any kind of discomfort has a domino effect on the family, because each and every family member is affected with the mood of one person. So get that treated on time. Thank you so much, Dr. Nair, for this episode. Any final words you want to share with the viewers?
Yeah, we have ginger, 5 grams with the milk. You can just boil the milk, take little bit of ginger, crush it and boil and drink it. Very good for the gastritis also.
Thank you so much, Dr. Nair. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Any new episode that comes up, you will be the first to watch and share it with your friends and family. Thank you so much, Dr. Nair.
Thank you so much. Don't forget buttermilk. Buttermilk is always your savior.
Sure.